Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
From Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium in Columbia City, Indiana, welcome to another production of Norwell Lady Knights basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com. This evening, it's the 5-2 Norwell Lady Knights traveling to Columbia City to take on the 2-7 Columbia City Lady Eagles in a conference battle. Hello, everybody, and welcome aboard. This is Derek Decker alongside my good friend and partner Jacob Collins, bringing the action live from Donald Weeks Gym. And tonight we've got a conference battle between two teams who do not like each other very much. This Columbia City team, at least according to the records that I could locate, has lost to Norwell 15 consecutive times, which is a ton. I mean, that just does not happen, especially between two teams in the same conference. And Coach Amy Shearer has never beat Norwell. This is her 8th year here at Columbia City, so she is definitely looking for a big-time win against Coach Thornton's team. Tonight, the computer picking the Lady Knights 54-39. And that's probably a reasonable prediction for this game, although I anticipate it's got to be closer, just from the simple fact it's a very difficult place to win here. A lot of things go against you here. Although one thing I will notice in this very, we'll call it historic gym, they did install some new lighting, and there is some replaced lighting, so it's a little bit brighter in here. This gym has historically been known as a pretty dark, kind of dingy yellow gym, but it is definitely improved. But you can't say that to the JV ladies, as they took it on the chin tonight, 46-18. Nowhere close were the Lady Knights in that contest, and the JV has now dropped their last two. We are going through the school songs right now here at Don Weeks Gymnasium. Not a terribly great crowd this evening, but Norwell bringing a good contingent of fans as always from Ossian. But Jacob, as we prepare for this one, the Lady Knights come in off of 6 quarters in a row of really solid basketball. Their offense has been great in the last couple of games.
You know, they've really played really well the last 6 quarters, as you said. And they got to be careful not to get a big head after those 6 quarters. This Columbia City team, they really want to beat Norwell. And like you said, they haven't been able to do it 15 games. So they're going to come out hungry, and if we play sloppy and we play with a big ego, we could get a punch in the face here early.
Yeah, and I talked to Norwell head coach Eric Thornton today, and that was one of his 2 keys to the game. I always ask what are 2 keys to the game, and tonight he went with kind of a more psychological approach than anything else, because this Columbia City team on paper, Norwell's a big favorite. The Lady Eagles are a tremendously young team. They've got just one senior, and she will not start this basketball game. And it's a sophomore-dominated team. They're going to start 3 sophomores. This is a very young team, similar to Norwell in some ways in the fact that they're going to play a lot of youth, but different in the fact that Norwell has a couple great senior leaders in Brielle Wilson and Logan Rouse, both whom can get to the rack, can score pretty easily, and can both make pretty big shots when they need it. What we'll do, we've got about 4 minutes before the starting lineups in the tip. We'll take a timeout and return with the balance of the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. This is Norwell Lady Knights basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Do you know a 7th grader looking for a fun place to spend time with friends? Are you looking for an environment where your teen is surrounded by positive role models? These days, your middle school student is probably very interactive, but is he or she active? 7th grade is a time when sports become more competitive and provide less opportunity for the average child to be involved in physical activity. The YMCA wants to emphasize the value of a healthy lifestyle by offering a free Y membership to every 7th grader in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. It's the wise way of giving back to this community. Students thrive in a safe environment where they can grow in spirit, mind, and body. Get to your local Y and sign your 7th grader up for a free Y membership. It's that simple. Offer good for every 7th grader residing in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. For more information, stop by your local Y or visit fwymca.org or email hereforYou@fwymca.org.
Welcome back to Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium here in Columbia City, getting ready for Norwell and Columbia City. The Lady Eagles coming into this one on a 3-game losing streak that began on November the 24th. An overtime loss in their only conference battle. Of course, both of these teams coming in having one conference game under their belt. Norwell has yet to play one at home. Of course, the neutral site game against Huntington North was technically a home game, but in reality it's not for the Lady Knights down at Hoosier Gym. Tremendous experience. That was a really fun time. Jacob and I were both on the call for that one, so we both had a blast. Very historic gym and a lot of history behind that. A lot of nostalgia in that place as well, and the Lady Knights played terrific. A 60-45 win over Huntington North. The Lady Knights coming off of a victory over Wabash, 84-39. That's one that got away from the Lady Apaches early on in the first half. Norwell could not miss. 57% from the field in the first half, but more strikingly, 7 for 10 from the three-point line. And the Lady Knights just had no trouble scoring the basketball and making shots on Wednesday night, Jacob.
Yeah, they shot really well, and especially Brielle Wilson. She kind of came into her own element that game, and she started letting the three ball fly, and it just kept going in. So it'll be interesting to see tonight, Derek, if she can continue that success with the three ball against the Columbia City Eagles.
Yeah, and she had a career-type game. 17 points in the first half of that contest. Rouse also had 20 in that game. The freshman Filling putting up 13, having no trouble again. They really struggled to defend Norwell with any kind of size. They had pretty good size as well. Norwell dominated on the boards. They dominated everything. They forced a ton of turnovers. Not a whole lot much they could have done better in that game from a Norwell standpoint. The public address announcer here going through the sportsmanship announcement, and then we'll have the national anthem. Should be able to bring that to you, assumed that it will be played by the Columbia City Pep Band, who is in attendance this evening, which makes things a little bit more enjoyable on a Friday night of basketball in Indiana. Puts an extra element in the atmosphere here at Columbia City. And it's also worth mentioning that the Lady Eagles have one of the longest sportsmanship announcements. Rivals Norwell, as a matter of fact, but not at the Castle here tonight. We will be back with you again on Tuesday from the Castle. Norwell will take on Eastbrook on the boys' side. And then Wednesday, the girls welcome Homestead into the Castle. So we've got a couple of great games coming up for you next week, both of them at home. Hopefully you can make it out there. If you can't, you will be much appreciated if you join us here on WellsCountyVoice.com. Here comes the national anthem performed by the Columbia City Pep Band. And once again, those starters for Norwell, it's the common starters over the last couple of games. The only change from the beginning of the season was Filling replacing Kylie Top. She'll be joined by Brielle Wilson, Aubrey Dunnick, Breanne Barger, and Logan Rouse for head coach Eric Thornton, who's in his 21st year with a record of 313 and 159 at Norwell. For Columbia City, it's Carly Mabey, Sky Roberts, Grace Cotter, Gabby Fry, and Olivia Shearer for head coach Amy Shearer, who is in her 8th year at Columbia City with a record of 86 and 92. Columbia City starting 4 sophomores and a junior, with the senior coming off the bench. So a ton of youth with this team. In the center circle, it'll be Gabby Fry against Aubrey Dunnick, and I can bet the mortgage that Dunnick's going to win this tip. And she does with relative ease. And the Lady Knights will start the evening on offense. It's Brielle Wilson out top. Glad you could join us this evening. Derek Decker, Jacob Collins on the call from Columbia City in conference game number 2. Knights nearly throw it away, but Rouse had it inside, dumped off by Wilson, but Rouse lost the basketball and travels with it, so the Knights turn it over on their first possession. It'll be the 5'2" sophomore, Carly Mabey, bringing it across for Columbia City. Not a very big team at all. Almost always guard-oriented, so this is a team that's going to score from outside if they score at all. They only average 43 a game, give up 47. Norwell averaging 40, giving up 40, I should say, averaging 58 offensively. That's Mabey with a long 3-try that was nowhere close, and Barger pulls down the board for Norwell. Filling across the timeline into the front court. The Knights turn it over for a second time. Going the other way, and getting fouled is Sky Roberts, the 5'7" sophomore, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair for Columbia City. Brielle Wilson picks up the personal. And Sky will head to the stripe for the Lady Eagles. First one is short. This Eagle team does not shoot it well from the line. Just one of their struggles in their 2-7 season so far through 9 games. 1 for 2 goes Sky Roberts to put Columbia City on the board first. Lady Knights in the front court the other way. It's Kaylee Filling with the basketball on the right wing, and now it's Aubrey Dunnick driving, splitting the defense and laying it in on the other end for Norwell, and the Lady Knights have the lead at 2-1. Dunnick averaging 7 and 5 a game. Aubrey had a real nice performance against Wabash on Wednesday. In the corner, it's Olivia Shearer for a 3, and she buries it. Shearer is on the board, and Columbia City back in front 4-2. It's Kaylee Filling in the front court now. That's a pass that got away from Dunnick. She hit the deck trying to get to that pass, and the Knights turn it over for the 3rd time in the first quarter. That's Cotter, the short jumper. She missed, and the rebound is off to Logan Rouse. Knights want to run with it. Dunnick lays it in. Another strong move by Aubrey, and she's got all 4 as we are deadlocked at 4 apiece here 2 minutes through the first quarter. Carly Mabey has missed a three here in the first half. Missed her only attempt from the field. That is Grace Cotter getting to the rim, scoring and drawing the personal. She'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. The foul is whistled on Barger. It's her first and the team's second here in the first quarter. Columbia City yet to be whistled for a team foul. And the free throw is good as well. So it's 7-4, I should say, in favor of Columbia City. Cotter's got 3 points. That's Rouse out top for the Lady Knights, and she drives again, this time contested at the rim. Offensive rebound by Dunnick, knocked out by Carly Mabey, and it'll stay with the Lady Knights on this end. Brielle Wilson will key it in for the Lady Knights. And a reach-in foul. This is going to go on Grace Cotter. It'll be her first. And it'll be Wilson again inbounding underneath the basket this time rather than on the sideline. Over the top play to Dunnick, who lost the ball, and the Knights turn it over for a fourth time here in the first quarter. A lot of turnovers, and it's hurting Norwell right now. Columbia City commits their first turnover. In transition, it's Wilson who had it blocked away, and then it went right off of Wilson out of bounds, and it'll go back to Columbia City for the Knights' fifth turnover. Yeah, the Lady Knights having some trouble hanging on to the basketball and getting any shots off. 7-4 Columbia City, 4:49 left in the first quarter. That's Carly Mabey who had it stripped away. Filling jumped in the passing lane. Now she will score on the other end and draw the foul. Kaylee Filling with her first bucket, averages just 5 a game, but has really exploded the last couple. Kind of falling into that new spot as a starter. And Filling's free throw is good. That's also something else she's improved on vastly. Coming into the game, she was not very good from the free throw line. Had only made 2 out of 13 on the season coming in, but she gets that one to go. We're tied at 7. Mabey had it stripped away by Barger. Brianne in transition with the right hand comes up short. Wilson the offensive board and travels with it. Yeah, a missed opportunity for Norwell, and their 6th turnover of the first quarter. That's a ton of turnovers. And Kylie Top is going to check in for the first time. Barger takes a seat after missing the layup. Barger, a lefty, probably had enough time to go to the left side of the basket if she wanted to, and couldn't finish with her right hand. Grace Cotter's got it right now and bounces top of the key to Shear. Olivia has a bucket and the foul. Take it back. Shear's got a three-pointer, and a 3-second violation is going to be called inside on Columbia City. We now have a combined 10 turnovers here in quarter number 1. So it's been a sloppy start, and we're only halfway through the quarter. Tied at 7 here at Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium. This is Logan Rouse looking to drive through the defense. She does. Flips up a wild shot and somehow gets the kiss off the glass. Rouse is on the board, and the Knights back in front 9-7. It's a pretty difficult shot for Logan, but she was able to get it to go. Nice touch. Maybe throws up a wild one on the other end. It's no good. Rebound was knocked out by Columbia City. Not good shot selection on that end either. Maybe now 0 for 2 from the field. We've got a couple substitutions. For Columbia City, it's Grace Schrader, the sophomore, checking in. One of 6 sophomores on this Lady Eagle team. By the way, tonight begins a 4-game stretch at home for the Lady Eagles, so they've got a chance to build some momentum going into the holidays, trying to improve on that 2-7 record. They have not won at home yet here this year. They're 0-3 on the season. A foul is going to be called on Columbia City. This is on Gabby Fry. It's her first. The team's 3rd here in the quarter. But the Lady Eagles, we mentioned in the pregame, have had some trouble with the Lady Knights. They haven't won a sectional since 2000, and their season has been ended by Norwell the last 4 years in a row. So, and 3 out of those 4 coming at Norwell. That's a push on the baseline. And it's going to go on Gabby Fry again. So that's number 2, and she's still in the game. Team foul number 4. Wilson inbound to Rouse. Nice play, and finishes from the left side. Rouse has 4, and it's a 4-point lead for the Lady Knights. Got a timeout called. Amy Shear is going to use one here. Norwell leading 11-7. This one's a 30. So we will keep it here. We will let you know that, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement, Bluffton Roofing owner James Worth will suggest the proper course of action that is best for your home. Bluffton Roofing, quality first home improvement. Call them at 260-307-6313. We also want to let you know that more than just a hardware store, Reed's Do It Best Hardware has a gift shop, paint department, rental department, and yes, hardware. They're open 7 days a week to best serve you, located on Highway 1 north in Bluffton. 3:03 left in the first quarter of action. It's Norwell 11, Columbia City 7. The Lady Knights' biggest lead here at 4. Coming out of the timeout, Columbia City will have it, go the full length of the floor. Amy Shearer didn't like something that she saw on the inbounds play, which Coach Thornton's teams historically have been very good in those situations. Shearer between the legs in the corner. It's a cross court to Schrader, who traveled with it. Turnover number 5 for the Lady Eagles, and the Knights have a chance to capitalize and build on that 4-point lead. Logan Rouse in the front court for Norwell. Brianne Barger set to check back in with the next dead ball for the Lady Knights. Wilson gets into the lane, had it stripped, and she knocked it out of bounds. Another turnover. Coach Thornton does not like what he's seeing on that front right now. Dunnick is going to be replaced by Barger. Maya Shelton and Lauren Bales also on the floor for the Lady Knights for the first time. So, 2 freshmen right now for the Lady Knights, and that shot is blocked. In the lane, it was Olivia Shearer who had the shot blocked by a couple of Lady Knights, might have gotten their hands on it. And Bales runs the point now for Norwell on the other end. Wilson in the corner for a 3. This one's off the mark, but she chases down her own rebound. Oh, they're going to say it goes back to Norwell. He was ready to point towards Columbia City. What Wilson tried to do was throw it off the Eagle player, and I think she missed, but the official disagrees. As you can see from our camera angle here, we are a long ways away from the floor, and that baseline in particular. So it's going to be hard to make any kind of call from up here this evening. Shelton off the inbounds. Rouse looking to kick. She had it taken right away from her. And it's Grace Cotter going the other. Oh, no, that's Sky Roberts going the other way. There's a rebound and a putback from Carly Mabey, who missed the shot, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Barger picks up the personal again. That's number 2 on Brianne. So foul trouble for her again. She struggled with fouls on Wednesday night. Didn't get a lot of time. Only scored 4 points in that game. The low scorer of the game for the Lady Knights. Couple subs check back in for Norwell as Mabey misses the free throw. She hasn't hit anything from the field or the line so far. And she goes 1 for 2. She's got her first point to make it a 3-point deficit for the Lady Eagles with 1:43 left in the quarter. That's Shelton. Knights in their motion offense. Shelton lost the basketball. Columbia City will go the other way and lay it in. That is Carly Mabey with her 3rd point now, and it's 11-10. Knights really playing sloppy. 9 turnovers in the first quarter. You don't see Norwell team do that very often, and that's a foul call. This one's going to go on Braden Lickey, who checked into the game at the last dead ball. And so Maya Shelton will go to the line. Maya, a 75% free throw shooter, 9 for 12 on the season. And the first one is good, nothing but net. Maya's got a beautiful shot, takes after her sister really well. Of course, Quinn Shelton, a really good player at Norwell for several years. In many ways similar, but not quite as big as Quinn was. Logan Rouse replaces Brielle Wilson in the lineup. One more coming here for Shelton. And she goes 2 for 2. That one crawling over the rim. And it's back to a 3-point lead for the Lady Knights. Columbia City's done their job of keeping this game close and forcing a lot of turnovers now. Granted, a lot of those have been unforced for Norwell. Inside, missing the shot was Brayden Lickey, her first attempt. But they get the offensive board. It's in the hands now of Shearer. Grace Cotter in the lane. Oh, that's a nice pass, but Lickey missed the shot by a lot. It was a layup and then kind of grabbed at a Norwell player on the rebound. The Lady Knights came out with it. They've got it in the front court with 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Bales in the lane, drew some contact, out to Rouse for a 3-try. This one rims no good. Offensive board by Dunnick, no good again. Got her own board again, and a foul called, I believe, on Columbia City. So Norwell has not shot it well from outside either, so that's been a big difference. This foul is on Grace Schrader, her first. Another sophomore. 6th on the team, though, so the next one puts Norwell in the bonus for the remainder of the first half. That's just an easy inbounds. Looked like Dunnick might have gotten slapped on the arm, but Columbia City comes out with the rebound off the miss. Might play for one shot here, 18 seconds to go in the quarter. Maybe a crossover dribble. Tried to penetrate outside to Schrader for a 3-ball. This one's long, but an offensive rebound comes to the hands of Grace Cotter. They've got 5 to shoot it. Maybe on the bounce into the lane, splits the defense, offensive foul. Dunnick was set up there for a really long time, and there wasn't a ton of contact on that play, but she just kind of went right in there, and Dunnick was in great legal guarding position with 0.8 seconds left in the half. Filling the baseball pass, and Bales, I don't think, got it off in time. She got it. Now they're going to talk about it, and the outside official waves it off, and I think that's a good call. You can't run that play quite with 0.8 seconds left if the clock is run correctly. So, well, if that play ever works again, it'll be a miracle, but that was a really well-run play. It doesn't count. We'll go to the second quarter. We're through one. It's Norwell 13, Columbia City 10. Back in a minute. This is Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Hey, welcome back to Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium. The score after one, Norwell 13, Columbia City 10. Story of the first quarter was turnovers. 9 for the Lady Knights and 6 for the Lady Eagles. So 15 between the two teams, and really they cleaned it up towards the end of the quarter, so it could have been a lot more inflated than even that number. The Lady Eagles will start with the basketball. On the floor, it's Carly Mabey along with Olivia Shearer. Also Grace Cotter, Grace Schrader, and Sky Roberts for the Lady Eagles to start the quarter. That's a travel. Schrader caught the ball and then took a couple steps, trying to step into a 15-footer on the baseline, but they turned it over for the 7th time. So Columbia City applied some token backcourt pressure in the man set, but they kind of let off of that. And Kaylee Filling goes into the lane and scores. Filling getting aggressive. She's got 5, and it's a 5-point lead, Norwell's biggest of the game. This is Shearer, who had 3 points in the first quarter, misses the layup. Got to the rim pretty easily, though. That's a concern. They get the offensive board again. The Knights have not rebounded near as well as they did on Wednesday. And Olivia Shearer buries her second three, 2 for 2 from outside to close the gap to 2. That's Top, who might have gotten away with a travel. Filling, a floater, and got the roll and the foul. Kaylee Filling with 7. It's a 4-point lead again for Norwell. Freshman kind of taking over things here in the second quarter for the Lady Knights. I thought that shot was a little forced, but she drew the contact. If you draw the contact, it's always a good shot. And Filling is good from the line. Kaylee has really worked at the free throws in practice and at home as well, and she's got 8 now. 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Back to a 5-point advantage for the Lady Knights. In the lane, missing the shot, getting her own rebound and missing again was Sky Roberts, and finally the Lady Knights have the board. Filling open in the corner, travels with it. She has a tendency to do that. We've talked about it all season long. Just gets going a little bit too quick, and that's a freshman mistake. But more than likely going to be a bucket, or at least a good look on that possession if she gets her feet under and puts the ball on the floor first. Knights now in double digits in the turnover rate in the first half. 10 of them with 6:23 to play in the first. Cotter somehow got the basketball off of a wild pass. She missed the shot, missed the rim actually, way too hard off the glass. And Columbia City has really struggled on offense the last few possessions. Knights are really tightening it up defensively. That's Dunnick putting her head down and almost getting the basket again. A 2-shot foul. And this one is going to be whistled on number 20. That's Sky Roberts, and it's her first. Dunnick at the line shooting a pair for the Lady Knights. And she misses the first. And just 47% is Aubrey on the season. First miss for the Lady Knights here at the line tonight, though. So one more coming for Aubrey. Without a doubt, the most athletic player on this team. But she misses both free throws. And Wilson saves the rebound into Carly Mabey. So 0 for 2 goes Dunnick at the line, and the Knights come up empty on that possession. Shearer on the left wing, tried to drive baseline, cut off by Filling. And now in the corner, it's Schrader. Crossed over Rouse, bounce pass inside to Licky, out to Shearer for another 3. This one's off, and the rebound to Aubrey Dunnick for Norwell. Shearer's first miss from outside. Filling, beautiful pass to Dunnick, and the bucket, 20-13, assist Filling. Dunnick has 6, and the Knights' lead stretches to 7. Carly Mabey with the basketball for the Lady Eagles. Hunter Alice, who checks in for the first time. That pass is going to be intercepted by Kaylee Filling. She's got the ball. She'll go coast to coast and miss the layup with the left hand, and the rebound was knocked out by Rouse. So it's Shelton checking back in for Norwell, as does Lauren Bales, but before that happens, we'll have a 30-second timeout called by Columbia City coach Amy Shear. Now we'll get the opportunity to tell you about Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals that treat all type of injuries and ailments and accepts all insurances. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, visit indianapt.com. Also, Daniels Jewelers does in-house repairs specializing in restoration and resetting, prong retipping, and resizing. Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from many designers and settings. Daniels Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton. 4:48 left in the first half. It's Norwell 20, Columbia City 13. The Lady Knights have a 7-point advantage, their biggest of the game. And the Lady Eagles will have the ball coming out of the timeout underneath their own basket. Knights are going to go, it looks like, into a 1-3-1 trap here on this possession. Shelton, having trouble with it is maybe already. This might be the time when Norwell starts to wear down the Lady Eagles. Now, they do match up well, so I can understand why they played a man for a long time in this game. Carly maybe drills the shot from 17. Well, that's the way you beat a trap, right there. The question's going to be, is Columbia City able to establish that consistency? Maybe's looked pretty good, and Dunnick blatantly travels. It's only the second turnover of the quarter, but it puts Norwell's total at 11 now. Five-point lead halfway through the second quarter in the contest. Shelton was allowing Grace Schrader the baseline that time. Instead, she went middle, and the little teardrop with a left-handed finish cuts it to a three-point lead. Schrader's in the book for the first time. So Columbia City with a couple buckets in a row here to close the gap from 7-3. Wilson pops a three. This one's off the back iron, and the rebound corralled by Hunter Alice for Columbia City. Wilson now 0 for 2 from deep. Good ball movement. Shearer for the tie. It's off the back iron, and another offensive board, maybe from 15, and hits. Yeah, Coach Thornton's going to get a timeout right here as a 6-point mini run for Columbia City will force Coach Thornton to use his first timeout of the game. This is just a 30 as well, so a lot of 30s. Means a lot of live read sponsors for you folks at home. Heidi Automotive, celebrating over 40 years of serving Wells County and the surrounding area with a great selection of new and used vehicles with an outstanding service department. Visit HeidiMotors.com to view their inventory. Also, Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric has Carrier and other name brand furnaces to warm your home like you deserve. With 24-hour emergency service, Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric can help, and they now offer duct cleaning. 3:23 left in the first half of play. The Lady Knights lead it just 20-19 after 6 straight from the Lady Eagles of Columbia City. They've scored on 3 possessions in a row. One of them coming on offensive boards, and we're not keeping track of rebounds tonight, but the numbers probably favor Columbia City at this point. That's especially on the offensive end, and that's a concern for Norwell. That, coupled with the turnovers, have resulted in the Lady Knights kind of underperforming in this first half here on the road. But we expected a tight game, so despite what the computer had said, Columbia City's going to bring everything they got at Norwell. Bales tried to get it to Dunnick, but it was kicked out of bounds by Olivia Shearer. Rouse will check back in for the Lady Knights. Shelton will take a seat. Inbounds to Dunnick. Wilson with the shot fake. And the Knights will set up their offense as they couldn't get off a good look off the inbounds. Rouse draws the contact. It rolls out. Block. That's a tough call, really, on Grace Schrader, as I'm not sure what else she was supposed to do. That's probably a play on. But Logan draws the foul. That's now the 10th team foul on Columbia City. Just 3 whistled on the Lady Knights. So not really how you expect it to go on the road if you're Norwell, but got to be feeling pretty fortunate at this point. Rouse is good on the first one. She shoots at 69% from the line on the season. And she'll make it 2 for 2. The Lady Knights have been really good in this half. The only one to miss is Dunnick. Back out to a 3-point lead, 2:42 to go in the first half. 6 points for Logan. Columbia City's been close. They haven't taken the lead in a really long time. The Knights had stretched it to 7 before Columbia City cut it back to 1, and they turn it over here. It's their 9th turnover. But that's the best kind of turnover because it allows their defense to reset. Doesn't allow Norwell to get out and transition and run, who is very good at doing so. Something they did really well Wednesday against Wabash. A ton of their points were in transition. Filling, forcing it up, no good. Offensive board by Dunnick, drawing the foul. Count the basket. Columbia City fans wanted an over the back on Dunnick, but it just kind of kicked out farther than the box out came. And Dunnick goes back to the line for one shot. Chance to make it a 6-point lead for Norwell. She does not. And a foul called on the rebound attempt. Sarcastic clap from the Columbia City faithful. Dunnick now 0 for 3 from the line. The foul went on Brio. Oh, no, it went on Logan Rouse, apparently. Thought it was going to be on Wilson. But actually, that works out pretty well for Norwell. That's just Logan's first. Not a whole lot of foul trouble with only 4 fouls. Barger's the only one in trouble for the Lady Knights. That pass was denied. A couple Knights swarming the basketball. They tried to get it to Licky underneath, but it was kicked out of bounds. Inbounds comes to Carly Mabey and pulls up and was knocked from behind. A little bump from behind by Brielle Wilson. Can almost guarantee you the fouls are going to even up here pretty quick. Got it right on the back of the head, and that was certainly a foul. Mabey to the line to shoot 2. One for 2 from the line so far. And this one is no good. So Shelton checks back in as Wilson will take a seat, likely for the rest of the half, with 2 personals. 1:58 left in the second quarter. 5-point lead for Norwell. And Mabey's second free throw is good, so she repeats her first cycle and goes 1 for 2 again. She's got 8 points now. She's been a big factor in this Columbia City offense. Dunnick got right around everybody, scores and gets the foul again. Boy, the Lady Eagles are racking up the fouls here in the first half. Dunnick with her 10th point. She's already in double figures. She's already eclipsed her average. And the third foul on Braden Licky. And Dunnick misses again. But look who's there for the offensive board. It's Logan Rouse, and it's now an 8-point lead for Norwell. 8 points for Logan. 3 on the other end, no good from Hunter Alice. And an offensive board put back, no good again. Rouse comes out of there with it. The Eagle faithful becoming restless. They're just below us here. And things are starting to get away. Bales, who's deadly, misses the 3. Offensive rebound by Shelton. Knocked out by Columbia City. It'll stay with the Lady Knights. Well, so far in this first half, I don't have Norwell for making a 3, so that's been huge. They've done a real nice job attacking the rim, which I think is a great game plan, by the way. Bales is the best three-point shooter on the team. She had shot at 57% from outside coming in. That's a ridiculous number. Rouse lost it, found it again, and scores. And it's 30-20, the second Norwell player to enter double figures here in the first half. Knights' lead is their biggest of the game at 10, with just over 60 seconds to play in the half. Olivia Shearer on the bounce. Haley Urban, who has checked back in for the first time. She's just a freshman, handles it between the circles for Columbia City. And they're trying to slow it down a little bit here. What's the call here? A Norwell foul. This one goes on Kaylee Filling, her first. Team's 6th. So that's getting closer to the bonus. Coach Thornton has to be pleased with the way this first half is coming to an end here. They've played much better in the last couple of minutes. Maybe finally gets it in to the freshman Urban. Haley had it tied. Oh, just taken away by Logan Rouse. In the front court, Filling lays it in. Assist Rouse, and the Knights are up 12. Filling has 10 points. 3 players enter double figures, so only 4 players have scored for Norwell in the first half, but it's 32-20. 20 seconds left. Carly Mabey had it nearly stolen away by Bales. Coming up with it is Shear in the corner of the Urban. 8 seconds to shoot. Schrader will pull it from 3. This one's long. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Norwell. It'll stay with Columbia City. So Schrader now 0 for 2 from distance. But the Knights couldn't corral the rebound. They'll have 3.5 seconds to shoot. right before halftime. Maybe keys the inbound. Long inbound comes to Shearer. One dribble, puts it up from 16, and it misses everything, and the half comes to an end. So the score reads at halftime. It's Norwell 32, Columbia City 20. We'll take a break, tally up the halftime statistics, and be back with your halftime show. This is Norwell Lady Knights basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in supporting growing businesses. And in our community, that means a lot. We believe it's important to have a local perspective. Our agribusiness professionals are from here, so they understand what it takes for agribusinesses to succeed, like having the right banking solutions to keep agribusiness thriving, from traditional accounts to cash management and equipment loans to crop insurance. We believe we can help your business grow. First Bank of Bern, member FDIC.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 youth per team, or 2 youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for 3 by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium here in Columbia City. We are at halftime in Norwell with a 12-point advantage. It's the biggest they've had it here in the contest. It's 32-20. In that first half, we'll go ahead and run through some statistics for Norwell on offense. It was Kaylee Filling, Aubrey Dunnick, and Logan Rouse with 10 points apiece, and then Maya Shelton chipping in 2. So It's not the balance that we've seen. That's great balance, but not the number of players involved in the scoring column we're used to seeing in that first half. But 3 players with 10 points is really impressive for any team in the first half. From the field, I had them for 13 for 23, so that's a good percentage, 57% nearly. The problem was the turnovers in the first quarter. They kept turning the ball over, had 9 of them. Cleaned that up, only had 2 in the second quarter for a total of 11 in that first half, so did a real nice job there. Also just 0 of 4 from the three-point line, so haven't knocked in a 3. Of course, all these statistics aren't official. It's hard to call the game and keep it, but it's somewhere in the neighborhood, and I know they haven't knocked down a 3 yet, so that's a concern, I would definitely say, for Coach Thornton's team, but they're doing a great job of getting to the rim and drawing contact, and if that works, then they might as well keep on doing that all night. So no problem there. 6 for 10 from the line, but Aubrey's missed all 4 of those, so the other players are 6 for 6 as a team to round out Norwell's statistics in that first half. For Columbia City, individually, it was Carly Mabey leading the way with 8. Olivia Shear knocked in a couple threes for a total of 6. Cotter has 3, Strader has 2, and Roberts has 1. Columbia City shooting a much poorer percentage, 7 of 25 from the field for just 28% in that first half, and 2 for 7 from the three-point line for 29%. So not good shooting at all here at home for the Lady Eagles. And then 3 of 5 from the line for 60%. So both teams shooting 60% from the line. Columbia City had 4 turnovers in that second quarter to bring their total to 10. So both teams did a much better job of taking care of the ball in the second quarter. Both teams settled down a lot. I think, frankly, a lot of those turnovers came in the first 4 minutes of the game for both teams. So they've cleaned it up. It's been a much more enjoyable game to watch since then. Columbia City is in all kinds of foul trouble. Braden Lickey's got 3, along with a number of players with 2 right now. So that could be a big factor here in the second half. And Jacob, if you're Coach Thornton right now, and I said it right before the half, you got to be pleased with the way your kids went into halftime and maybe built some momentum going into the second half.
You know, after the first quarter with them really struggling with turnovers, they really came out the second quarter and they really improved on that. You can tell that either Coach Thornton talked to them or something, but they came out with a different kind of ferocity and they came out with a different kind of a level of play. And, if you're Coach Thornton, you're really pleased, especially with the last 4 minutes of play.
Well, here's what I tell you. In my mind, what changed the game is when Coach Thornton went to the 1-3-1. Called the timeout, went to the zone and the trap right out of that. They started creating turnovers out the wazoo, which is what that trap does. Columbia City missed shots because they're not getting to the rim anymore. You can get to the rim sometimes on man, even if you don't match up well with the defense, which is what they were doing. But once they went to the zone, they were forced to shoot jumpers, and Columbia City's kind of showing that they can't consistently make jump shots, and that's hurting them big time here. And the other thing it did is it allowed Norwell to get out and transition more. Filling and Dunnick both running the floor really well. They're drawing fouls right at the rim. They're finishing, which has been the key. They've had a number of three-point opportunities here in this first half. So it has definitely been a good end to the first half after what was a struggle taking care of the basketball in the first 5 minutes of the game, but since then the Lady Knights have looked pretty good. We've got about 2 minutes until the third quarter. We'll let you hear from another sponsor and be back with the third quarter action after these words. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium. We are just about set for the third quarter. Norwell leading 32-20, and I believe it'll be Norwell basketball coming out of the halftime break here. Something we didn't really talk about a lot in the pregame was the conference implications on this game. Norwell 1-0, Columbia City 0-1, and a full conference slate here tonight. Leo is at DeKalb, Belmont's at East Noble, and New Haven is at Huntington North. So really don't anticipate a ton of those games to be close. Belmont's probably going to beat East Noble, although that is a very difficult place to win in Kendallville. DeKalb, who's also a tough place to win without their top scorer in Leah Brown. Great player, out with an injury right now, going to Nebraska. We'll have that game for you next Saturday on the road in Waterloo, and then New Haven at Huntington North, which Huntington North should win that game by a lot, so probably not a lot of shakeup after tonight in the standings. It will be Logan Rouse with the basketball to inbound to Brielle Wilson, and the starters back on the floor for Norwell here to start the third quarter. Looks like starters as well for Columbia City. Dump pass comes into Barger. Comes up off the front of the rim. Got it to her own board, though, and will go back to the line. Barger still looking to get on the board for the first time here tonight, as she sat a lot of that first half with 2 fouls. Barger just a 38% shooter, and this one's good. Brianne averages 6 and 6 a game. And Barger goes 2 for 2, so that'll help the average out. And the Knights are out to a 14-point lead here in the third quarter. It'll be Carly Mabey, the 5'2 sophomore point guard, to bring it across for the Lady Eagles. Had a nice first half, especially in that first quarter. Kind of kept the Lady Eagles in it. Fry went to the basket and got fouled, and Barger picks up her third right away in the second half, so she's likely going to come out, and the Knights will go a lot smaller with Kylie Topp, more than likely. This is Gabby Fry at the line. First attempt of the game, and she's good. So Kylie Topp is in. So this will be interesting. Knights now go with basically 5 players who can play the guard position. Dunnick is much more of a forward, but she can handle the ball too. Gabby Fry good on both. And a lead back down to 12 for Norwell, 30 seconds into the third quarter. Kylie Topp handles it for the Knights. Now it's Brielle Wilson on the right wing. Knights kind of in a perimeter offense right now. Looking for the back cut. There's Rouse. Nice dump to Dunnick, who traveled with it. So Dunnick turns it over. Just the third time the Knights have turned it over since the first quarter. 12th of the game, though, since the numbers were so inflated. Schrader sent Rouse flying. Somehow Mabey pulls up from 16. And I tell you what, Carly Mabey's been pretty good from about 15 or 16 feet. She's the only player on the team that has proven that she can shoot the jumper consistently. So she's done a nice job. She's now in double figures with 10. A 10-point lead for Norwell. Filling just creating her own offense and putting the Knights back up 12. Filling the leading scorer in the contest for both teams with 12 points now. 36-24. Mabey missed the layup. Rebounded by Brielle Wilson for the Knights. The other way, it's Rouse who got pushed in the back. She couldn't finish, but she'll go to the line for a couple. Olivia Shearer picks up her first foul. So Columbia City trying to spread the wealth a little bit on the foul count. Rouse is 1 for 1 on the night. And this one does not get the friendly bounce. One more coming for the 5'8 senior. And this one is good. Soft touch. Good shooter is Logan. 11 points now. 13-point lead for Norwell. Schrader gets it to Shearer, who found herself open and then turns it over for the 11th Columbia City turnover. Filling missed the shot, and the Norwell fans wanted a push in the back. Out top, that's a miss by Gabby Fry. Really kind of an ill-advised shot there. And Sky Roberts is going to pick up the foul going over the back on the rebound. It's number 4 on Sky, if you can believe that. Just 5:58 left in the third. It's really the first time the Norwell fans have been animated about any call in the first half. Really thought Filling got bumped on the way by. And top travels. Yeah, just a little bit careless with the basketball tonight. Maybe top of the key for the Lady Eagles. Now it's Schrader. Top tried to draw the foul, but found out she had to get up. Dunnick stole the pass to the post. And now the Knights will kind of slow it down a little bit and set up an offensive set. Wilson looking for Top, pulls up from the short corner and rims it no good. That was in and out. Rebound to Mavy. She wants to run with it. Flips it off to Grace Schrader for 3. And Schrader pulls Columbia City back within 10. Her first triple of the game. She's now 1 for 3. And it's 37-27. Knights have been dry on the last couple possessions. Looking for a spark. Filling's the kid that can do that. Filling's runner or floater or teardrop, whatever you want to call it, has gotten a lot better. Top tried the shot from 15. Wasn't really thought well of, and Wilson will pick up a silly foul on the rebound. Kylie Top's going to check out here. As back into the game is Lauren Bales. Maya Shelton also a late sub, as Brielle's going to take a seat for a while. It's Columbia City team 11-16 a year ago, 3-4 in the conference. Not on pace for a similar number, but the youth is really showing. Carly Mabey, though, is probably the leader of this team, and she's just a sophomore, but she did play a significant number of minutes last year. 37-29 as this thing draws a little closer. Rouse looked at a 3, instead took it inside. Oh, gets called for an offensive foul. Logan picks up her second. That was a pretty similar play to the one that happened in the first half. They got called a block. This is Schrader, who had it knocked away. A hand maybe somehow gets it off to Fry, and now it'll be reset out top. Driving is Schrader with the left hand. The teardrop no good from short range. Rebound saved into Columbia City, and Dunnick swatted at the basketball and hit her on the arm. Might have clipped her on the side as well. And it will send Gabby Fry to the free throw line. Gabby was 2 for 2 from the line in the first half. Columbia City can cut this thing to 6 points. Haven't been a lot of fouls in this first 4 minutes of the second half. It's been a better pace to the game. A lot more free-flowing. 2 for 2. This lead is down to 6. Gabby Fry has 4, all 4 from the stripe. 37-31 with 3:35 left in the third quarter. Lauren Bales on the wing. Knights in their traditional motion now. Filling fed it to Dunnick, who couldn't make the shot, but she gets fouled and will go to the line. Personal whistled on Gabby Fry. It's her third. And it will send a 47% shooter to the line. This one's good. 1 for 5 now on the evening from the line. She's got 11 points. well over her average. She overtook her average in the first half. Dunnick this time goes 2 for 2, and that's a couple big free throws as it makes it an 8-point game again. This lead has been as big as 14 for Norwell here in the third quarter. It's also been as small as 6 as it was just a moment ago. Shearer nearly had it stolen away by Filling. That's maybe out top, being closely guarded by Lauren Bales. Lauren does a real nice job on the defensive end. She plays very physically, though, too. And I tell you what, in a conference game that's not as likely to get called, Gabby Fry missed the shot. Bales leaves it for Filling. And now Rouse, who will drive and kick. Bales for 3 in the corner, off the mark, and Dunnick goes over the back. Coach Thornton is livid with the call. It's Dunnick's first, or her second, I should say. And he's trying to explain to the official that she went straight up on the play. Bales misses another 3. The Knights are still, they don't have a 3 in this game. 0 for 5 in the contest. Not a lot of looks either, but Bales has had a couple good looks, and so have a couple other Lady Knight players. And a travel is called on Grace Schrader as Columbia City turns it over for the 13th time. Just the third in the second half. Both teams now with 13. Coach Thornton is going to get a timeout right here. Lauren Bales dribbled into the front court, was receiving instruction from Coach Thornton. This is a 30. All 4 timeouts here taken this evening have been 30s. Gives us a lot of chance to let you know that eyes are important indicators of overall health, and comprehensive eye care goes beyond a prescription for glasses or contact lenses. To look and feel your best, visit Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424 or visit them online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com. Also, at Pizza Hut in Bluffton, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 or upgrade to a specialty pizza for only $3 more. Dine in or carry out, 632 North Main Street in Bluffton. Order online at PizzaHut.com. 2:26 left in the third quarter. Norwell 39, Columbia City 31. Lady Knights have scored just 7 points in this quarter after a 32-20 halftime lead. Shelton back into the game for Norwell. Rouse, who, if it's last year, will probably take that shot, hasn't done so this year. Shelton tried to force one in, missed the shot. Going the other way is Schrader, and Shelton comes up with a steal. Nice recovery by Maya, and that's double dribble as she lost it and then found it again, but nobody else touched it. So it belongs to Columbia City after Norwell's 14th turnover. $1:55 left in the third quarter. The Lady Knight lead is 8. And Bales picks up a reach-in foul. Got a little bit too aggressive that time. Did knock the ball away, but came across her arm in doing so. This is the 6th team foul on Norwell here in the second half, so that's going to play a big factor here down the stretch. Columbia City's been pretty good from the line. 5 of 7. It's a pretty good clip. Norwell has been very good on everybody except for Dunnick. Licky, the turnaround, she has her first points of the game. It's 39-33. And it's Shelton now. Bounces to Rouse on the left wing, looking for the cutting Filling. Couldn't find her. Dunnick crosses over. Kicks to Filling. One dribble, a 3 on the way. This one's short, and the rebound comes off to Columbia City. They turn it over in the front court, trying to run with it. 15 turnovers for the Lady Eagles. Shelton got around everybody and scores with the left hand. Well, that was a very patient offensive attack by Maya Shelton, and she has her 4th point of the game. 43 seconds left in the quarter. We'll see how long Columbia City wants to wait before they take a shot. Oh, Rouse stripped her. Another turnover. Dunnick has an easy finish on the other end in transition, and it's a 10-point lead all of a sudden again for Norwell. 43-33. 14 points for Aubrey Dunnick here tonight. That's a foul. Boy, the Norwell fans didn't like that one either. Rouse picks up her third. That could be a big foul. It'll send Carly Mabey to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Kylie Top will check back in for Norwell. Rouse to the bench. Likely will enter, though, I think, at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Probably just a breather here in the last 19 seconds. Mabey at the line. 1 for 2 tonight. And misses the front end. Norwell nearly turned it over there. So a big miss by Carly Mabey. The Knights can build on that 10-point lead. It's Bales with 6 seconds. Bounces to Shelton for 3. Top of the key. High off the back iron and no good. Rebound is off to Columbia City, and they're not going to get a shot off before the third quarter expires. So after 3, it's Norwell 43, Columbia City 33. We'll take this timeout here from Bluffton Family Eye Care and be back with the fourth quarter. This is Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Bluffton Family Eye Care, our optometrists provide more than routine family eye care. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry are also specially trained to provide advanced treatment for eye infections, dry eyes, eye allergies, foreign body removal, and eye injuries. There are many treatments available for these eye health issues, and a treatment plan will be recommended based on your specific needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 3424. That's 824-3424. Or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Welcome back to Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium. We are set for the fourth quarter. It's a 10-point Norwell lead at 43-33. Looks like we're experiencing our first backlog issues of the evening, so if your picture freezes, go ahead and refresh your page, and we should be back with you in just a moment. Maybe feeds underneath to Blicky, and a foul, the jump shooter. Wilson picks up number 4, too. Not a smart foul. Maybe goes back to the line, who has not really proven herself tonight. But she's got 12 points. She's undoubtedly been the best player for Columbia City tonight. First free throw is off the back iron. She's really struggled from the line. Wilson to the bench. Kylie Top back in for Norwell. Rouse back out there as well for the Lady Knights. Maybe 1 for 2. Well, it's a 9-point Norwell lead. It has been closer, but the Knights have also led by as many as 14 here in the second half. Columbia City's found a way to keep it close, and we knew it would be this type of game. The Lady Eagles finding a way to keep it close at home. Filling leaves it for Barger, and she gets fouled by Maybe. Definitely had a mismatch down low with Maybe underneath trying to cover Barger. Brienne much bigger at 5'11", Maybe just 5'2". A 9-inch advantage, and it even looks bigger than that. Barger, 2 for 2 tonight from the line. This one rims no good. She's got just the 2 points. She had 2 fouls pretty early in the first half. And this one is no good as well, but an offensive rebound by Top. She keeps it alive to Lauren Bales. That's a really big play. This could be a big swing if Norwell scores on this possession. Barger gets fouled again. Gabby Fry picks up number 4 for Columbia City. And Barger will get a chance to redeem herself here. Brienne at the line. No good again. 0 for 3 here in the second half. Lady Knights just 54% on the season. However, they've done a nice job in the last couple games. Kind of put the game away at Hoosier Gym with free throws against Huntington North in a conference game. And then shot it pretty well last night against, or Wednesday night, I should say, against Wabash. Barger goes 1 for 2 this time. Essentially 1 for 4, that trip down the floor. But the lead is back out to 10 for the Lady Knights. There's 3 points for Brienne. This is maybe a 15-footer off the arm of Grace Cotter. Missed the shot, got her own board, though. Out of bounds, last touch by Columbia City. Filling inbounds. Kaylee is a strong kid. For a freshman, she's got a lot of strength. Not built really like her sister. Her sister at Belmont, Emily, a 5'8", more of a forward player. But Kaylee showing some strength, and she's not very big, just at listed at 5'7", but I don't think she's that big. But can handle it well, can shoot it well, too. Norwell turns the ball over for the 15th time in the contest. Columbia City with 16. Into the lane, Schrader missed the runner. And the Knights come out with the rebound. Columbia City wants a foul again. Lady Eagle fans have been a little frustrated with the officials tonight. This is that's Filling, who had it blocked, and a jump ball is called. And it'll keep it with the Lady Knights. It's a pretty quick jump ball. But Norwell will retain possession underneath their own basket. In fact, Kaylee will key it in. Looking for a cutting Rouse. Instead, she does get it to Rouse. I think she was intended that pass for Bales. Rouse kind of jumped the own passing lane there. Bales the bounce to Kaylee. Back out to Bales. She'll try the three from the corner, and it's long. Rebounded, though, by Logan Rouse. Underneath, missed the shot, got her own rebound again, and the Knights will reset. Bales now 0 for 3 from distance here tonight. 5:50 to go, a 10-point lead for Norwell on the road. They've led nearly wire to wire. Columbia City had an early lead, and Filling travels. 16 turnovers apiece, unofficially. Dunnick into the game for Norwell. Out is Kylie Top. Top's seen her minutes go significantly down. In the last couple of games, she lost her starting role to Kaylee Filling, and I think as a spectator, kind of saw that one coming at the beginning of the season. Oh, nice pass inside. That's a nice finish and a real nice play for Braden Lickey, who has her 4th point of the game. 2 for 2 from the field here in the second half. And it's an 8-point lead again for Norwell. That was a really nice executed play there for the Lady Eagles. Barger out to Bales for 3. Missed the shot. Dunnick fighting for the rebound. It's last touch by Columbia City. It'll stay with Norwell. Bales now 0 for 4. And Coach Thornton is going to use a timeout. This one's a full one, so we'll get a chance to catch our breath. Hear from a sponsor and be back after these words. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. They're so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium. The Knights will have the basketball coming out of the timeout. 5:02 to play. A 44-36 Norwell advantage. Filling having some trouble with it. Leaves it for Barger. And now Rouse. Columbia City trying to make some noise and get into it a little bit. They need a stop here. Trying to poke it away is Schrader. She got poked it away a couple times. Filling will inbound again for Norwell. And gets it into Bales, who kind of walks the tightrope near the 10-second line. Lauren has the closely guarded count on her. Here comes almost 5 seconds. Oh, an offensive foul called on Kaylee Filling. They're going to call her, I think, for a moving pick. Not a lot of contact there, but it'll be Filling's second, and it results in a turnover that's pretty big. It's number 17 in the game. Well, the Lady Eagles can cut it to 5 or 6. On this possession, it'd be the closest they've been in a while. Instead, they turn it over. Rowles on the break for Norwell. Gets it to Dunnick with the left hand and could not finish. Ball near the baseline. Last touched by Norwell, and it'll belong to Columbia City. And a missed opportunity there for the Lady Knights. Bales is out, and Wilson is in. For Columbia City, it's Gabby Fry replacing Grace Cotter. Yeah, that's a big-time missed opportunity, and it kind of opens the door again for Columbia City with 4 minutes to play. This is Gabby Fry. Fry travels. Just took one too many steps. Not sure what the intention behind that was. Just a mistake. Fry, just a sophomore. Again, the youth playing into this team, and you expect a lot of turnovers from a young team. We've seen that from both teams really tonight. Filling had it taken away. Up ahead, it's knocked away from her. Ball's still loose, being fought for, and a reach-in foul on Breanne Barger after the Knights turn it over again. This one's going to go for double bonus, as it's the 10th team foul on Norwell. Barger picks up her 4th. She's really struggled with foul trouble the last couple of games. Shooting 2 here is Gabby Fry, who is 4 for 4 from the line tonight. This is the one you want at the line if you're the Lady Eagles. This one is no good. Maya Shelton to check back in for Norwell. Out comes Filling.
If you're Norwell right here, Derek, you got to be really careful about the foul trouble. You got Brielle Wilson and Breanne Barger both out there with 4 fouls, so that's something to really pay attention to.
That's right. Logan's got 3 as well. So 1 for 2 goes Gabby Fry there. Knights into the front court. Shelton puts it on the floor. She's triple teamed, and Coach Thornton is going to use his 4th timeout. That's a wise usage of a timeout, and this will be a full one. We'll take a break along with Coach Thornton, let you hear from a sponsor, and be back after these words. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business.
Yeah, welcome back to Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium here in Columbia City. It's a 44-37 Norwell advantage with 3:29 to play. Lady Knights will have the basketball underneath their own basket coming out of the timeout. And, Jacob, we were kind of talking at the break here. This thing could get interesting. Columbia City, you kind of got Norwell where you want them right now as far as being into the game again after struggling in that third quarter. But just when you think you're getting back into the game, Logan Rouse takes over, scores, and draws the foul. That's a huge basket for Norwell. Puts them back in front by 9. The foul is on Olivia Shearer, her second. Rouse is no good on the free throw. Knights have not shot it well here in the second half from the line at all. Norwell also down to 1 timeout here for the remainder of the game. Columbia City's got 3. Amy Shearer used 2 early in the first half. Missing the layup was Gabby Fry, but it was last touched by Norwell, so they'll get another opportunity. Gabby has 5 points, all of them from the stripe. Carly Mabey will inbound for the Eagles. Oh, Dunnick gambled on it, didn't get it. Instead, it's still a turnover. Poked out of there. Here come the Lady Knights, and Dunnick scores off the glass. And the lead is 11 for Norwell. 16 points for the junior. Leads all scorers in tonight's game. Mabey in the corner. Schrader for 3. It's long. But an offensive board, a long rebound comes to Mabey. Another 3, and this one is good. Olivia Shearer hits her 3rd of the night. And it's back to an 8-point game. That's a pretty important shot there for Columbia City to keep this game close. 2:28 to go. 48-40 lead for Norwell. Filling. Bounces into Dunnick, who's getting fouled. Really a silly foul, too, by Olivia Shearer. Had no reason to put him at the line. But if you want to foul somebody, you want to foul Dunnick. Aubrey is just 2 of 6 from the line tonight. 2 of 2, though, in the second half. The foul went on Shearer, so it's her 3rd. Dunnick will shoot the 1-and-1. It's the 8th team foul on the Lady Eagles, and she got it. Dunnick found the groove a little bit here in the second half from the line. 17 points for her. One more coming. And this one's long. Could tell that one off her hand. So she goes 1 for 2, but converts the front end, 49-40. 9-point lead with 2:13 to go. Columbia City's going to have to start scoring quick to get back into it. Maybe. Carly will probably be the one to lead the team back if Columbia City has an effort in them. There's a 3, top of the key, Shearer. No good. Rebound tapped around, battled for, and it's an offensive board by Sky Roberts. And Sky, well, Barker's going to foul out right here. Coach Thornton, again, not liking the call. And it's going to cost Barger the rest of her minutes. Shearer has not been afraid to pump it tonight. 3 for 6 from deep. But instead it'll be Sky Roberts shooting the 2-shot foul. She's good on the first. Sky with her 2nd point of the game. The other one was a free throw in the first half. She's got 4 fouls. In fact, she's played for 4 fouls almost the entire second half. She picked up her 4th with 5:58 to go in the 3rd. She goes 2 for 2 here, and Coach Amy Shearer is going to use a full timeout. Got 1:58 to go. We'll take a break and return after these words. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of a memory.
Yeah, welcome back to Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium. 1:58 to play. Norwell leads it 49-42. Columbia City just made a couple of free throws to make this game even more interesting. But Norwell has kind of held it above the actually, as a matter of fact, they've held it above the 6-point margin or more the entirety of the second half. They've led by as many as 14, but it hasn't been that since early in the third quarter. It's been closer to the 10-point margin the rest of the second half. Wilson inbounds to Bales in the backcourt. Columbia City not applying a ton of pressure, so they let Norwell get into the front court, and that's where they'll do their work. Bales bounces to Dunnick. No reason to score if you're Norwell. Don't even have to take a shot. Just trying to play keep away, unless it's a layup. Wilson flips it to Rouse, who almost got caught in the corner. Knights are just eating up the clock right now with 1:35 to play in their traditional motion offense. Now they change direction. This is Wilson. They're not getting the basketball. Not even fouling yet. 1:19 to play. Clock continues to run, and now finally a foul on Carly Maybe will send Kaylee Filling to shoot the 1-and-1. Maybe picks up number 3. Filling, who has 12 points to her credit on the season, is a terrible free throw shooter, but she has looked pretty good tonight. 2 for 2. Didn't have a lot of trouble on either one. One in bonus here. Oh, she missed the rim. That hit the side of the backboard. Well, that gives Columbia City a chance, although I don't know why they didn't do that earlier. If you're Columbia City, you still got to like your chances because you're fouling a team that doesn't shoot it well at all from the line. Now the question's going to be, can you score? Oh, they called a foul. That's a tough call. I think it's going to go on Dunnick, unless it's on the reach. It is going to go on Dunnick. Yeah, that was not called for the first 30 minutes of this game. 1:08 to go. Carly Maybe will go to the line to shoot the double bonus. They've been in the double for a long time. She can make this a 2-possession game. And she does. She's got 14 now. It's the only thing you didn't want to do if you're Norwell was foul. Carly, good on both. 49-44. 15 points for Carly. Dunnick got into the front court easily. Almost traveled with it. They wanted to push off as well. Bales is going to take it to the rim and score with the left hand. Huge basket for Lauren Bales. Kind of surprised she took the shot. It's her only bucket of the game. In the lane, though, the other way, missing it off the backboard was Gabby Fry. And Wilson is fouled. Brielle will get fouled way out top and will shoot 2 shots as Columbia City now in the double bonus. The foul went on Grace Schrader, her third. And it's starting to look like Norwell is going to be able to pull away here finally at the end. And Wilson misses the free throw. The Knights have shot it very poorly again from the line tonight. You won't be impressed with the final number tonight. And Wilson is 1 for 2 to make it an 8-point lead. Wilson scores her first point of the game. By the way, just a 50% shooter on the year. This is Maybe 30 seconds into the lane, scoops it up. An offensive foul is called. This is going to be another Columbia City turnover. Number 4 on Maybe. 20 turnovers now for the Lady Eagles. Bales is fouled by Carly Maybe, who will foul out of the game. Here comes Grace Cotter back into the game. She has not seen a lot of minutes, but got an and one in that first half. So only 3 points. And we had a timeout by Columbia City, and this is a full timeout. Amy Shearer wants one. We'll take it along with her and be back This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Yeah, welcome back to Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium. We've got 27 seconds on the clock. Norwell leads at 52-44, and they have found a way to pull away here towards the end. The Knights are going to go to the line here to shoot a pair of free throws as the Lady Knights are in the double bonus. It's Lauren Bales, who's an 88% shooter, so that's who you want at the line. She is just 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 4 from deep tonight, and Bales will miss the free throw. Everybody's missing tonight as some old habits kind of resurface here. One more coming for Lauren. Ooh, that'll hurt the average, 0 for 2, but look at the offensive board by Dunnick. Yeah, that'll put this game away with 23 seconds left. Wilson is fouled by Grace Cotter. It's her second. I take it back. It's her third. And the 50% shooting Wilson goes to the line. Dunnick is getting a talking to from the official. 2 coming for Brielle. And this one is nothing but net. That was straight through. One more coming for Brielle. She can make it a 10-point game with the basket here. They're probably not going to get to their average of 58. This one is good. Here come the Lady Eagles, 20 seconds to go. Into the front court, crossover Cotter. By the way, Carly maybe not on the floor. She fouled out. She's the point guard of the team, and it's clear right now what they can't do. Oh, that's a block by Logan Rouse. Shear is fouling Brielle Wilson out of frustration. And it will give Norwell another chance to push the final score to a larger margin. Wilson 3 for 4. Just went 2 for 2 the last trip to the line. This one's good. Just under 8 seconds to play. Now an 11-point lead for Norwell. And Haley Henshin is going to check into the game for the Lady Knights. Aubrey Dunnick goes to the bench with a well-deserved round of applause from the Norwell faithful. And Brielle misses the second. 6 seconds to go. Cotter, Schrader will launch a 15-footer. That's no good. And that will be the final score. The final tonight, Norwell 55, Columbia City 44. We'll take a break, tally up the final statistics, and be back with the postgame show. The Knights win today.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
It's estimated that 1 in 4 children has a vision-related condition that can affect learning. Your child's vision can make a big difference in academic performance. Annual exams are recommended to rule out vision problems that may interfere with your child's vision, development, and academic performance. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care can detect any vision problems your child may have, which can then be promptly treated. Our optometrists provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best by combining experience and expertise with the latest technology.
To look and feel your best, visit Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424. Or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days. To apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
At First Bank of Bern, we follow a set of ideals and values that define who we are. Honesty, integrity, respect, and compassion. They guide us every day in our work and in our lives because we believe banking should be easy and everyone should be treated with respect regardless of their account size. It's why people have trusted us with their banking for generations. It makes us who we are. First Bank of Bern. We believe in the value of people. Member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings. We're also providers of custom rapid weight loss programs. Lose weight fast now, 20, 30, 40 pounds, with a doctor-supervised weight loss system. To learn more or schedule an appointment, call Corrective Chiropractic today at 260-353-1400. Serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Eyes are important indicators of overall health, and comprehensive eye care goes beyond a prescription for glasses or contact lenses. At Bluffton Family Eye Care, Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry take the time to get to know you, your eye care history, and your vision needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best. They take pride in providing excellent customer service by creating a personal connection with each patient individually.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424 or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium. We're wrapping things up after a Norwell 55-44 conference victory to take them to 2-0 in the conference, and we're joined now by Norwell head coach Eric Thornton. And Coach, your ladies, for the first time in a really long time, probably ending a long streak. I didn't have them for making a 3. I had you guys 0 for 9, I think, from outside. Explain the mentality, and 9 is not a lot of attempts from the three-point line, so explain the mentality behind that.
I'm not sure that shot was really there all night.
Yeah.
I thought their quickness, they can close out to the three-point line quickly, and it became about different types of shots and trying to get downhill more in our offense, attacking the basket, getting to the foul line. And we made some plays tonight, just some loose balls that we got that went our way. And I just think that's a lot of guts right there from our kids. That's what this game was going to be about. It's as we talked about earlier today, it's a very tough place to play. They've got a good group of sophomores that have just dominated at every level, and they're trying to learn how to win. And this is a big game for both teams. The rivalry has been pretty strong, and for us to not hit a 3 says a lot about our team's ability to kind of keep their wits about them and fight through some foul trouble and rely on our depth. And kids came through tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. In addition to that, I had you for unofficially 17 turnovers. In any case, it was around that number somewhere. But I thought a much better job, and that really a lot of those turnovers came in the first couple of minutes of the game. We talked about it. After the first quarter, your ladies really settled down and, again, found a way to close a tight conference game, which for a relatively young team is a pretty impressive feat to go 2-0 twice away from home against 2 quality opponents here in the conference.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge game for us as far as maintaining where we want to be in the standings. And not having to rely on somebody else to beat somebody. But I thought the run, Derek, right before half, I think we called a timeout up 1, maybe 20-19, something like that. And then we finished the half on a pretty good run on both ends and go into the locker room up 12. I thought that stretch, more than anything else in the game, was a really big boost for us, especially with all the foul trouble we had throughout the game. Brielle Wilson said after the game that, she said, "Coach, can I say something?" And I said, "Absolutely." And she said, "I thought our attitudes were really good, even when things got tight and kind of rocky there." And that's good senior leadership from a kid like Brielle.
Yeah, you can certainly say that was the difference in the game. The 1-3-1 trap, I thought, was really active in the last couple of minutes of that first half. It created some turnovers. And then I thought, again, when we were able to get out and run a couple of times in transition, Columbia City had a very difficult time recovering on defense.
Right. Lot of just gutsy plays there. I thought our will to win was really good tonight. Our upperclassmen, such a tremendous job. We never got Brienne going. Just it seemed like it was always wrong place, wrong time for her and in constant foul trouble. But that gave our kids off the bench some opportunities. Kaylee Filling continues to step up in that role as a freshman. Lauren and Maya coming off the bench. Kylie Top. Just really proud of our bench kids coming in and giving us some awesome minutes and, patching things up there just like we need. That's the type of game it was going to be tonight.
Yeah, I had Filling for 12 again after 13 on Wednesday night. Coach, you got Homestead coming in on Wednesday. Always a difficult opponent to play. they're a team that can really put up some points. And a lot of people thought, a lot of people in the media at least, thought they'd be a little more down than they are this year, and I think they're kind of on a redemption run here. They're proving some teams wrong and some media wrong. They can beat just about anybody in the state still. What are you expecting, and how are you planning to attack a Homestead defense that's also pretty good, but also planning to stop an offense that averages over 60 points a game?
Absolutely. They really, Derek, you're right on. They really have almost not skipped a beat.
Yeah.
You know, their first game was against Carmel, #1 team, and they almost beat them.
Yeah, it's impressive.
And you just look at that and going, they've got young kids. I know they got Starks from Concordia, and that always helps too. But honestly, they are one of the top 2 defensive teams that we play. They can score the ball, and they run their offense well, and they come off those double staggered screens and those cross screens down in the post, and it's just at a different speed. They're strong, they're young, they're long, they're very, very long. And then the kids that aren't long are extremely quick and tough. So, we'll just have to we will have to play at a different speed than we've had to play in any other game. We're going to need to get you guys in there, the boys scrimmage team, and try to run some of their stuff. But honestly, it's about our kids believing and just going, you know what, we have a real great opportunity here to play them. Let's keep them on the schedule. Let's use it to get better, and let's have our kids believe. Aubrey Dunnick is big right now about, let's see where we're at against Homestead, and I love to see that attitude. And if we have that approach, we'll get better.
Well, Coach, you said it best. Different speed. Your third opponent coming out of the SAC. Once again, a team that's way down in Wayne, and then a 10-point loss at a very good Concordia team. Well, we certainly look forward to calling that one on Wednesday, and we certainly congratulate you on your second conference win of the season. You go to 2-0, and really couldn't have asked for a better start to the conference season.
Absolutely. This is where we want to be, and we'll just keep getting better from wins like this on the road. This was huge for our girls. So I thank you a lot, Derek. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you on the court probably Monday. All right.
Thanks.
All right. See you. Bye.
That was Norwell head coach Eric Thornton, as we will wrap things up this evening with running through the final statistics unofficially. For Norwell, I had the Lady Knights shooting 46% from the field, total of 19 of 41. So that's a pretty good number. It's right above the season average of 44%. So not quite as good as Wabash, but we knew that wasn't going to happen, especially against a team that brings it a little bit more in a conference game. That's just almost never going to happen. But we talked about it with Coach Thornton. We talked about it momentarily throughout the game. At times, no three-pointers tonight, 0 for 9. But Coach Thornton said that a team that can come on the road and win by double digits against a solid opponent at a rival school without making a three says a lot about the team. And I had them 17 of 32 from the line. Now, the bad news is they're still right around 50%, almost exactly their season average. They shot 53% tonight, 54% on the year. But the good news is they got there 32 times. And a lot of those came in the first half. They attacked the basket really well, probably the best they've done it all year. And making 17 free throws is pretty impressive in any game. For Norwell individually, leading the way, it was Aubrey Dunnick with 17, Logan Rouse with a quiet 13. Tell you what, Jacob, she just kind of gets herself in there and scores double digits almost every night. She leads the team with an average of just under 17 points and 8 rebounds a game. It's just really impressive what she's been able to do this year. Kaylee Filling with 12. Had Bree Ann Barger with 3. Maya Shelton with 4, Brio Wilson with 4 free throws, and Lauren Bales with the basket late in the second half. The Knights turned it over 17 times, only 6 times in the second half, and only 8 times after the first quarter. So they actually turned it over more in the first quarter than they did the last 3. So that's a nice job of making some adjustments there. For Columbia City, they fall to 2-8 on the season, 0-2 in the conference. It's going to be tough to dig out of that hole now. And I think really got a chance to watch some film on the Leo game that they lost in overtime last week, and that was a game Columbia City definitely should have won. Leo's very down this year. The Eagles fall to 0-4 here at Dan S. Weeks Gymnasium, or Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium, I should say. They just haven't been able to win at home. They have played some really tough competition here at home. They've got some losses to Carroll, who's great this year, a good Snyder team, and a very good Dwenger team. So it's difficult to play those teams at home and win. Individually for Columbia City tonight, it was Carly Mabey leading the way. Definitely the most impressive player on this Lady Eagles team, 15 points. Olivia Shearer had 9. Gabby Fry and Grace Schrader had 5 apiece. Grace Cotter and Sky Roberts had 3 apiece. From the field, though, the big story of the night, 11 for 40, just 28%. And from the three-point line, 4 for 13, which is 31%. Norwell holding their opponents again under their season average of 34%, which is a ridiculous number. That's very good defense, and they don't shoot that number tonight. They also turn it over 20 times, 10 times in each half, and Jacob Norwell comes away with an 11-point victory on the road. We knew it was going to be tough. It's a rivalry game, but they found a way to win in the fourth quarter again.
You know, Coach Thornton's teams always do find a way to end up winning. He's a great coach. He knows how to make good in-game decisions and adjustments. I thought that their defense was very, very impressive in both the man and the 1-3-1 trap. Whenever they went to that 1-3-1 trap, as you alluded to earlier, in the late second half, I think that's what kind of swung this game a little bit and gave Norwell the momentum that carried into the second half and the rest of the game. Yeah, Coach Thornton said that was probably the key stretch in the game, and I would definitely have to agree. That'll do it here from Columbia City. We will be back online with you again on Tuesday for the boys matchup against Eastbrook at home at the Castle, and then we'll be back on for the next Lady Night matchup on Wednesday at the Castle against Homestead. So the final score one more time, it's Norwell 55, Columbia City 44. Norwell goes to 6-2, 2-0 on the season. Columbia City falls to 2-8 and 0-2. On behalf of Jacob Collins and the entire Wells County Voice crew, this is Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.